Hi, my name is Maria Five. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back to my channel if you're not so new. And I have a little trip and a make and some tea. So I know I just got back from Edmonton and Calgary, but I took a little trip over the weekend to Winnipeg. And so there's some footage here because I could not wait to see the train station there. So let's take a look at that. So we are outside the Via Rail Gare Union Station in Winnipeg here. Gare is French. And the entrance, solid oak doors. Welcome to Winnipeg. The Via Rail Station. Now this is looking out into the main foyer, which we will get a closer look at in a second. And flipping around, we've got the seats. There's lots of seats waiting for lots of people to take train trips. There's not that many people in the station. I might have come on an off day, who knows? But yeah, just beautiful. Now, if we go through here, you can see solid marble floors, lots of insets into the marble. Check out that dome ceiling, just absolutely amazing. Huge windows. And old school windows with a plate leaded glass, just absolutely amazing. And a plaque, the Union Station, built from 1908 to 1911. So it's got some history. You can see there's a curved wooden bench and then the stairs all done in marble. And then this is the entrance that I just filmed, just thinking you can still see that manufacturing sculpt in cement. And then the trains, this is back outside again. So just above, you'd have to go up the stairs to get to the train. Found this really cute little cafe, Little Sister Cafe, downtown Winnipeg. You have to go down the stairs to get in. Just a little look on the inside. It's not particularly big, but just a really amazing little place. And you can see some treats there. And this is Hojicha latte. Absolutely amazing. So quick trip to Winnipeg. I am back home now, as you can see from the background. And I've got this make. It is something my mom made me. I think it's made from a sari. It's got some seam tape on there, and it's just got great big, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, just great big armholes. And it's just really pretty and feminine and delicate. And yeah, it's obviously see-through. So you'd have to wear something underneath it or use it as a beach wrap or a beach cover up. But I used to have a lot of these. I used to wear them a lot. I don't wear them as much anymore, but I do still have a few. And then my mom decided she would make this for me. So thanks, Mom. If you're watching this, you should. Anyway, okay, so that is the make. And then for the book, we have A 40-Year Kiss by Nicholas Butler. So back in December, when I was talking about some of the authors that I was really looking forward to coming out with new releases this year, 2025, Nicholas Butler was one of them. So 2013, he wrote something called, and it still haunts me to this day. I mean, it is just, wow, I loved it. Henry Lee and Ronnie, their story, a love triangle. In a way, sort of, but not really. It's it's just a beautiful story. It is a bit of a love story, but there's so much humanity that goes on in there, and so much. Yeah, you feel. I really, really identified. I really, really did. I was like, wow. So when I found out that Nicholas Butler was coming out with a new release this year, I was all really excited. And part of it was disappointing. I mean, the writing was still beautiful. Yes, it was fantastic. But just this flaw. It's like, oh, no, not again. But here we go. So there are still two authors that I'm waiting for books to be released from, and I will let you know when they are released, which ones they are. But for now, yes, A 40-Year Kiss, Nicholas Butler. So we have Charlie and Vivian, two main characters. This story is told from today and going forward, and then they reminisce 40 years ago what happened. They used to be married, and married for about 4 years, divorced, and now they are reconnecting. It's a really heartwarming story. It's they both remarried. Charlie remarried twice. She remarried once. Vivian had one child, Melissa. Charlie did not have any children with his other two marriages, and both failed. He reached out, contacted her, and they meet up in a bar and start going forward, but then also reminiscing, 40 years ago, what happened, and their lives in between there. So the storyline is really, really easy to follow. Nicholas Butler is an amazing, amazing writer. I'm going to read you a couple of bits here, just so you can get the real feel of him. Charlie turns to her now, and his eyes were a soft medley of love and defeat. She could see it as plainly as if he held a placard announcing his intentions. He was a different man from the one she had known. Instantly, she felt sorry for him, because she knew the same love and defeat, knew all the accumulated years and decades, all the disappointments, dead ends, and wrong turns. She felt her throat constrict with sympathy and something more than sympathy, some emotion she hadn't predicted, and it was like love. Wow, right? One more piece I'm going to read. Most days, just around noon, he did begin drinking slow, down to the cellar, touching those beautiful bottles, carrying one or two upstairs, building a fire in the wood stove, little breaks to walk down the driveway to his mailbox. Nothing ever there but bills and coupons for things he had no need for. He pitied the mail person who had to deliver such useless paper. No love letters or draft notices, no postcards from Venice, or birthday cards from her great aunt, a Hallmark card, and a $2 bill. Just days of worthless flyers and sales pitches. He could have filled a whole room in his house with all those mailers, neat stacks of insultingly glossy paper. Just beautiful writing, just absolutely beautiful. But here's the clincher, and the whole story does tend to hinge on this, and yet, did nobody proofread this for continuity? Like, there's no typos, but this is, in my opinion, a rather major thing. So, at the very beginning, page 18, grease everywhere, and he never, not once, cleaned it up. In the end, on the day when she walked out, that was the tipping point. An empty scroll of white butcher's paper with the word bacon scrawled on the paper, and a kitchen stinking of smoke, grease, and cigarettes. She couldn't take it anymore. Pretty clear. She leaves him. And then throughout the rest of the novel, he's left her. And, she has all this stuff that she wouldn't have taken had she left him. And so, I don't know. I had a problem with that. Which is really sad because, yeah, there's so many parts where you're just like, no, that couldn't have happened. She left him. And I don't know. Maybe he got confused. I feel like as a writer, you should have your backstory sealed in cement. Like, there should be no way. Your backstory should be so, even if you never tell the reader, you need to know where those characters came from, what their life was like before, and you can't waver on the, because we as readers, again, we are intelligent beings. We remember this stuff, and so if there's a break in that continuity, you're just like, what? Yeah, so it's still beautiful writing. It's a beautiful story, and if you can look beyond that, let me know in the comments below. However, are you looking for, and I don't know, like this was 2013, Shotgun Love Songs. I'm not sure if you'd be able to find it anymore, if the library still has, but possibly secondhand stores. I would check the library. Possibly your library still has a copy. It really, really spoke to me. And will I read another Nicholas Butler? Yes. Yes, I will. I really hope that maybe he's watching this. I don't know. I really hope that that doesn't happen anymore because it's a little bit heartbreaking when one of these authors there's two more. There are two more authors that I'm really, really looking forward to this year, 2025, and I'm just really, really, really hoping that I love them because there's been a lot, right? Just haven't like lots of new authors that I'm discovering, which is wonderful. But the old ones I'm being disappointed by. And that just is a little bit sad, I guess. Anyway, just my humble opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Take it as you will. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will see you next Saturday. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Bye-bye.